Sucking on these nipples like you wanted me, calling me all the time.
What the fuck is up, homos? This is Dude Sucking Shit, episode number 58.
God damn it. You're just like trying to get us in trouble at this point.
Yeah, I mean, it is fun.
It's very fun. What's up?
Faggot.
Oh, God, the internet is so funny. Dude, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
How much money to change your name?
What are the parameters around changing my name?
Just like anything. Like, it could be fucking like a normal name, like fucking Steve.
Could I be Larry?
Sure.
Could I be Larry? Could I also change my middle name to Steve?
Sure.
I could be Larry Steve.
You could be Larry Steve.
If I wanted to, I could assume the identity of someone who already exists.
Yeah, well, he's a skeleton, but...
Yeah.
Yeah. How much, literally, if someone walked in with a briefcase of money and said, here's $20,000, now you got to legally change your name.
Sure.
And it's like, here's the one rule. You can't just fucking change it back. Like, this is your name now.
I'm cool. 20 grand?
20 grand to change your name?
Sure. I think the number that immediately came to my mind was 50,000.
Okay.
Is the number that like I thought of, but when you said 20 grand, I was
So if
like,
someone had it cold hard cash right in front of you, $20,000, and you would probably change your name.
Yeah.
What if they got to choose your name? Still a normal human name.
Yeah, like they're not going to call me like cum guzzler or nothing.
No, just a normal name still.
For someone else to choose my name, definitely 75 to 100. Because you, like, you know, you're running a risk then, right?
What if they did pick like a normal person name, like Blunt Smoking Anus Destroyer? Something simple like that.
That's not a normal person name.
Well, it is where I come from.
Well, yeah. Then if it's going to be something like that, we're talking like $500,000.
500 grand to be called Blunt Smoking Anus Destroyer.
Yeah, and do you know what's
Come on,
even
dude.
funny?
Hold on. That's a really cool fucking name.
That's
Blunt
not
Smoking
a great
Anus
name.
Destroyer?
What about when you have to get married, when you have to take your kids to fucking sign them up for school?
Dude, Stephanie would have to be down with being called Stephanie Anus Destroyer. Why not?
If your last name is Destroyer and your middle name is Anus, wait, is Anus Destroyer the last name, or is Anus the middle name and Destroyer is the last name?
So it's all hyphenated. First name is Blunt hyphen Smoking. Last name is Anus hyphen Destroyer. Blunt Smoking Anus Destroyer.
Because, I mean, if your last name was Destroyer,
It's a sick name.
dude, hi, nice to meet you, I'm Mr. Destroyer.
What if
Destroyer?
what if your name was just What if your name was just Destroyer? Like there's no first name, there's no last name, it's just one name, like fucking Prince.
Just Destroyer.
Yeah, Destroyer.
Oh, dude, I was thinking you were saying the name was like, the first name was Just, and the last name was Destroyer, like Just Destroyer.
Yeah.
But if your name was just Destroyer, yeah, dude, that is
Sick name.
I'll do that one for free.
You know what name I think would be really cool? And it's a really cool nickname in general, but its actual meaning didn't turn out so good. Sexual Predator. Wouldn't that be a sick fucking name? I mean, sure, it turns out that the meaning behind it kind of isn't as cool, but just the name, the raw fucking description, Predator and Sexual Predator, that is fucking sick.
Dude, I could definitely see before Sexual Predator was like labeled as like a very
Or what
bad
if it was
thing.
just Sex Predator?
That sounds worse. Because, like, at least sexual, it's like sexual healing. Because, yeah, if you're God, it's
You'd have to
very
wear
hard to
suede
work it.
slippers every day and a robe.
Yeah, you would just need to make sure
You'd
that.
have to.
But you still. But even in that outfit, you kind of sound like the pervy sexual predator. But you want to be a sexual predator, like you got moves. You're gonna make the women feel good.
Yeah,
There's gonna be a
okay.
lot of vaginal ejaculation going on. Yeah,
I don't know. I still think it'd be a really fucking cool name.
that would be sexual predator. If it didn't have the current connotation, you'd have to say like, I'm sexual predator.
Yeah.
You would have to say it in a way that's not like, I'm a sexual predator.
What if you did have a cool voice like that? Hey, man, nice to meet you. I'm Sexual Predator.
Well, with that voice, your name needs to be Johnny Nitro.
Johnny fucking Nitro.
Yeah, that's the best fucking name ever. How many alter egos do you think you have at this point? Like, actually.
Well, active? Because I've retired a few.
Yeah, let's run through the gambit.
Well, Ryan.
So Ryan's one.
Ryan is one, and you get I think that you get more actual Ryan on this show than you might think. Like, I am by nature a devil's advocate. I am by nature a fucking arsehole. I am by nature edgy and offensive.
Yeah.
Like, that's just me. And then when I'm at work, my name's Johnny. That's more like the jolly, fun, like, but like kind of a nice person. Like, at the end of the day,
He's a good guy.
Yeah, but that's not really
But-
me. That's
and he's
a character.
funny.
Yeah, that's more of a character.
Yeah, then there's drunk Ryan.
There's drunk Ryan, which I think is a lot like normal Ryan. However, it's more. I think I'm like on the brink of losing it. You know what I mean?
I feel like whenever I watch the Twitch stream, I always feel like drunk Ryan is Ryan in the offensive, brash tone, but has the performative side of Johnny and the jovial parts of Johnny as well.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Drunk Ryan's an interesting cat.
But drunk Ryan's in his own head a lot. Like, the fucking thoughts that I come up with are like, whoa.
Yeah. Drunk Ryan's his own guy.
Yeah.
So there's Ryan, Drunk Ryan, and Johnny.
And then we got that radio show Ryan that we
There's
came
Johnny
up with.
Nitro.
Yeah, Johnny Nitro. That is a sick name word. Johnny Nitro.
Then there's also Johnny Electric.
What?
Johnny Electric.
That's not a personality though.
Kind of.
Okay.
That's a different one. That's a very professional
Yeah.
personality.
I used to have an Italian Brazilian character
Yeah.
named Tony Favela.
Okay.
So it's spelled like favela, but just pronounced wrong, like favela. And I'm like, Italians, mamma mia, it's a me, a Tony Favela. Like, this used to be a real thing I did for years. I was known as
Really?
that. Yeah. A lot of my friends in Ontario would have remembered that.
As Tony.
And they would have called me Tony Favela, though. It's always Tony Favela.
You say the full name.
Yeah, always.
It's kind of like how you always say Tony Montana.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
I had that through my high school years when I actually had hair on my head and it was dyed blonde at points when I wasn't like fully like punk rock with different colors. It was just blonde.
Yeah.
I got called Minkus because I was like a skinny white kid with glasses and I looked
100%.
like, you know, Minkus from Boy
Minkus-
Meets World.
Yes, dude,
So
totally.
I got called Minkus, and my character was like everything was very intense in a retarded kind of way.
Yeah.
So I'd be like, ooh, and I'd be Minkus, and I would say fucking random shit to people like, oh, Lele, her salmon titties, like just fucking. I would scream at people out the windows like, oh, look at the fucking yogurt nipples on you. Like,
Do you think there is room that a new personality will eventually ever come? Because I think there's at least one more that's going to be uncovered.
what's that?
John.
Ooh, I could be a John.
You could be a John. I think
Well, I have fucked some hookers. I've been a John. Now I just got to be a John.
I think at times we have seen flashes of John.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like when you get it, it's weird. You don't do this as much anymore. You've become much more relaxed in the last couple of years. Or maybe it's just the last year. Maybe this podcast has been a great outlet.
Oh.
But John is like when you become irrationally mad about something, but it's something fucking stupid that nobody else gets mad about, but just for whatever reason, it bothers you, and then you go on a fucking rant about it.
Well, you know what
That's John.
bothers me the most
What's that?
is when things are inconsistent, because you can't learn from inconsistency.
You do have a massive issue with inconsistency.
I do.
That's why I'm really surprised you tolerate me as a friend.
Well, here's the thing. Everything in life is supposed to be a form of education and enlightening. Like, you're supposed to learn from every thing that you do to make you better for the next thing, right?
Sure.
That's how this is supposed to work. When things are inconsistent, you can't learn from that because there's nothing to take away from it.
Yeah.
So that's what drives me nuts. Because then as soon as something's inconsistent,
Yeah.
all of a sudden you've just wasted your time. And you're only here once.
Yeah.
So as soon as your time starts getting wasted and
Yeah.
there's no entertainment value in it,
Right.
then all of a sudden it's like, okay, you can't learn from that.
Right. Because I was going to say the inconsistent thing that I do that probably drives you a little bit nuts is I'm consistently late for the podcast.
Yeah, but that's a consistent. That's
Right.
I expect it.
You always expect me to be late,
Right.
which is quite funny.
No, I don't like when things are inconsistent at all. That's probably why I have I'm surprised I have road rage under control in all honesty.
Yeah, you're very, actually, I would say you're one of the most chill drivers I've ever been in a car with.
But the thing is, I predict it so much. Like, I can predict people's driving so well that I just laugh at myself that I fucking planned things ahead. Because
Yeah.
I could tell by the car someone's driving, I'm like, oh, this is what's going to happen up here.
They're going to drive like a fucking dickwad.
Exactly. Like, I can tell, oh, you're the type of person that you're just going to fucking slam your brakes on and turn in without fucking using your indicator light ahead of time. It's always supposed to go indicator, brakes. Indicator, brakes.
Yeah.
Indicator, brakes. Every single time.
But you're going to hit the brakes and then do the
There is zero reason for you to ever hit brakes and then the indicator.
Dude, I almost saw a young girl, like, so right before I came over here, I took Stephanie out to pick her up supper before I came over, and we were coming back, and there was a girl at an intersection, and at the last second, she cut over into the turning lane.
Yeah.
And there was like a fucking big ass F-250 Super Duty coming up behind her, and she was like in a little tiny accent, and she hard cut over into the turning lane with like maybe 10 meters to spare to get in the lane on a fresh green arrow. So she gets in there and then for some reason stops in the turning lane.
Holy fuck.
The fucking F-250's coming up behind her, but full bore because he wasn't expecting her to cut over, and he was like, oh, I'm going straight through.
Yeah.
Dude, inches.
Fuck.
Inches. And if that fucking truck had a plowed
Do you think
into
she
her,
knew? Or do you think she was so blinded
she
that she
seemed
just
pretty fucking oblivious. She
Yeah.
was like a young girl. She might have been like late teens.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
bad
another thing that
driving.
pisses me off. You know, right before an intersection where the white lines turn solid?
Oh, you don't cross it.
No, you can't, it's this cut and dry and simple. You cannot cross a solid line.
Yeah.
You don't cross solid lines no matter what fucking color they are. If it's solid, you don't cross it.
Right.
It's that simple. The only exception would be when it's like a turning lane. It's like your lane is hatched and then the center lane is, you know what I mean?
A merger lane, you mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Or like, what a turning lane. So this right lane or whatever, this lane always goes that direction. This lane always goes this way. But then there's a middle one where it's like you pull into it just to, like turn into an entrance.
Right.
Anyway, that's the only fucking time that you can ever cross a solid line. You're not supposed to cross solid fucking lines any fucking time.
Oh, dude, one thing I did do funny just to clue up the story with Stephanie in the drive-thru just then, or taking Stephanie's supper.
Yeah.
So I don't know what it is at this point in my relationship with Stephanie, but for some reason she thinks I won't react or do things certain ways. To me, it's really funny to be in a public space and make like a stupid loud noise.
Yeah, I love it. It's one of my favorite things to do.
Yeah, and with masks, it has gotten 10 times funnier.
Because you can just act normal like it wasn't you.
Dude, the amount of times I walk around Costco with a mask on going, or just, and making all kinds of noise. So we were in the fucking drive-thru because we were getting her a matzo burger, her favorite from A&W. And I was pulled up to the window, and she takes a fucking hair elastic that she had there, and she puts it against my arm, and I'm like, don't fucking do it. Like, I'm still in the spot where the lady can hear me on the speaker. There's cars around me with the windows down. And so she puts it up against my skin. I'm like, don't do that. And she fucking snaps it on me, and I just yell as loud as I could, oh, fuck me! And dude, I heard the people at A&W start laughing. The guy in the Mazda CX-5 in front of me, he like fucking does the thing, where
Wait,
you look
did
at...
you say a guy in a Mazda CX-5?
Yeah.
That's like
That's a
the
chick
quintessential
car.
female
Chick
mobile.
car.
Yeah.
He looks in the side view mirror and he like starts dying laughing that I'm deadlock fucking stare with him in his mirror. And yeah, don't fucking test me.
Dude, I love it. When I'm in a grocery store and I can't find what I'm looking for, I'll curse out loud and be like, what the fuck? Where's the fucking Alfredo?
Yeah.
You know what, man? I haven't seen Alfredo on a shelf in a grocery store in months now.
Dude, I know.
It's like there's a shortage. It's fucked. Because I love having like an Alfredo pasta. None fucking available. The only ones available is the shittiest fucking brand you can imagine.
Man, it's so dumb. I'm going to say this now and sound like a fucking dumbass. But I've noticed shortages of other things as well lately that has just been like such a regular item. And then I'm like, oh, why isn't that there? Like, that's fucking weird. Like different food items
Yep.
or like just even little knick-knacky shit.
You know what pisses me off?
Collapsible water bowls for dogs. They used to be fucking everywhere.
What the fuck is a collapsible water bowl?
It like folds into itself and it folds flat, and then you can like push it open as well.
Huh. Never heard of it. I hate when grocery stores only carry certain things.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, every grocery store brand has their own, like, in-house brands, you know?
Yeah.
Like, in Canada, we get Compliments. There's obviously No Name, which I think is maybe international.
Yeah.
There's, like, all that kind of shit. So, like, that's understandable.
Right.
But when one brand just doesn't carry a certain fucking food,
Yeah.
like a certain brand of things, it pisses me off. Because that's, like, I'm like, I don't want to fucking make more than one stop. Don't you get it? Like, you have my business. Just sell it, and I'll buy it from you too.
Yeah,
I will
wanna have
never
this thing
make
there.
2 stops because pork chops are on sale here, but chicken's on sale there. I'm like, no, I'm paying more for one.
Man, that's like the whole. So for our
Retarded.
for our Australian listeners, I think you guys are still out there. How you doing?
Yes.
I'm sure you have the same thing there, but we have like 2 major grocery store chains, and they each have their own spin-off brands, Compliments and President's Choice, and like they each have different products that they do better than the other. And yeah, sometimes you have to go between the stores to get the better stuff, but it is fucking annoying. Also, the new fucking grocery store down here, why did they design that so poorly?
One near my house.
The new superstore.
Have you been in it now?
Yes.
Dude, it's dark as fuck.
Why did they
Nothing
do
is
that?
laid out in the proper order.
The bread nook. What the fuck is that?
Yeah, no,
Why is there a nook?
They've lost my business already.
Oh,
Already. I've only been there twice.
and it's like the way the produce is like. When I was walking around the store, I'm like, "What the fuck happened here?"
Dude, it's also dark in there, and I don't mind dark because I hate bright areas. Like,
fluorescent lights.
I
yeah.
get all sensitive. You know, they have that sensitive fucking hour a week or whatever.
Yeah, for people like you.
Yeah, it's meant for people that are like epileptic and all that shit.
It's meant for people who are autistic.
Oh, that too.
So people like you.
Retarded.
People like you.
Exactly. No, but I love that hour because it's so dark. You don't hear the cash registers ding, 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 like stuff like that.
Yeah.
They don't page over the intercom.
Yeah.
Like it's just a nice fucking relaxing experience. But this
Yeah.
place I found to be dark and everything was laid out in like not logical spots.
It was like a mystery maze.
Like every grocery store, when you get to like the dairy section, let's say, it's always like the milk and whatnot, and then
Yes.
like that's what and the next beside it would be always like the yogurts and shit like that,
Yeah.
and then cheese or maybe
eggs.
yeah, one sort of
It's
variety
all
of
fucking
those.
over the place.
Yeah, it is. It's literally all over the fucking place. Like you got to walk across the building to get eggs and cheese at
Dude,
the same time.
We walked in there, and I'm just like, is this a fucking grocery store or an escape room? Like, what the fuck is happening right now?
I will say though, did you notice the fucking handles on the grocery carts? They're like butt
Oh,
plugs.
fucking best.
They were like butt plugs. You
yeah,
hold on
dude,
to them
I
and just walk.
sat on one and just got my girl to push me around. It was fucking dope.
Sick.
No, I was driving around that fucking shopping cart like a fucking race car.
Yeah, I like the handles on it.
Yeah,
I
it's
gotta
super
say
cool.
they did that
super
right.
nice shopping carts.
I'll tell you this. So, how much money would you drop in a porta potty before you wouldn't get it out?
How much money?
You're at a concert or whatever.
Like
so
down the hole?
yeah, like how much if you dropped your full wallet in there and you're at a concert like a festival, so you've got hundreds of dollars because that's like because they don't have ATMs and debit. So how much money would you have to drop in
Dude,
there?
if my wallet went in, I'd have to get it.
Yeah. So your full wallet,
Even if it had no money in it, just because of what the plastic is worth inside of it.
the inconvenience of fucking.
Of getting a driver's license.
What if some other psycho sees it and is willing to get it out?
Dude, the inconvenience of getting your driver's license again, getting your fucking gun license again.
Yeah.
Like, it's not even about... The credit cards are the easy ones. You can just call, cancel
Yeah.
them, and they'll fucking send you new ones.
But yeah, you're right. Gun license, driver's license. God
Hell.
forbid you have like a birth certificate that you carry around. Some people do.
Anybody who carries a birth certificate or a social insurance number in your wallet is a moron.
I carry my social.
Why?
Who cares? I guess I never really thought of it. I've never
What
lost
do
a
you
wallet
mean who
there.
care- That
I have it
if-
memorized.
If
So
someone found your wallet, they have everything to steal your identity. Everything.
mine. Oh, they definitely do.
Like,
I don't
so
carry a health
fucking
card with me
easily.
though. Not a valid one
Bro,
at least.
Why would you carry your SIN and not your health card?
I don't know because I have one.
Because people just take your SIN at like, because I can just recite mine. I'm sure you can too.
Yeah.
Like,
You know what's fucked? At one point in my life, one of my credit cards had my SIN in it in order.
No way.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, it was super fucking weird.
Yeah, like my SIN card isn't even in this province.
Holy shit.
It's in my SIN card and my birth certificate are at my mom's house in a safe.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, because it's like I, for no reason, need those two items. And in the instance that I ever do, like I need to know right where they are. And my mom is a much more well organized and intelligent person than myself.
Yeah, fuck. I have all my shit.
Yeah,
I carry some of it around with me.
I'm a child. Thanks, Mom. Thank you.
Okay, what if it wasn't your wallet? What if you just pulled your hand out of your pocket to like your pocket and money?
Hundreds.
Or sorry, your
Hundreds.
Your phone and money was in one pocket. You pulled your phone out while you're pissing in a
Gone. It's gone forever. Don't need it.
No, you don't lose your phone.
Okay.
Money comes out while you pull your phone out. You know what I mean? It's all in one pocket.
Hundreds.
So like 200?
Yep.
You drop $200 and you'd go down to pick it up?
No, it lives there now.
$300?
Lives there now.
$1,000. $1,000.
I would never have that much cash on me, anyways.
No, that's why I'm saying.
I know it's a hypothetical.
Yeah. How much would you
Dude,
need?
I don't know. I'm also stingy as fuck, so there's a good chance I drop a fucking toonie down there and I go after it.
Like, so it's reachable. Like you don't have to crawl in. You can literally just
Stick your arm in?
Yeah, you can.
Oh yeah, I'm going for it.
So you'd have to stick your full arm down though, like
Yeah.
all the way. So your face is fucking basically right in it and everything.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'd go for it.
Really?
Anything past a fucking brown note.
Really?
Yeah.
It would depend on the circumstance for me. That I was thinking the same thing.
Like if I dropped a $5 in there, I'm just gonna be like,
We'll put it this way.
that
If-
was an expensive
because
shit.
I wouldn't want anyone else to have it. If I dropped a 20 or something in, I would push a shit out of me to land on top of it to bury it because I wouldn't want anyone else to be able to get it instead. Someone else had a little less morals, you know?
Yeah.
But if it was a pink, like a $50 bill, then, you know, I'd have to think about it. I'd have to think of the circumstances around like, holy fuck, I'm here at this music festival. I've only got this much cash on me.
Is there
Everything's
anywhere
fucking
you
cash.
can go to get cleaned up properly?
Well, no, not really, because you're not diving in. You're really only reaching down. So, like, hopefully, there's not shit all over the toilet seat and all over. It's on top. It doesn't sink
Yeah.
in like quicksand, which is weird. I thought I'd have to worry about quicksand my whole life as a child. You know?
You've said this on here before.
Yeah, I've never had to worry about it.
No,
I've never
quicksand's
been
fine.
stuck. I got my boot stuck a couple times, but
It's because quicksand is such an integral part of almost every video game from the early 90s.
and like old cartoons and fucking like
Yeah.
Indiana Jones and stuff.
Who?
In Indiana,
Yeah,
Indianapolis,
Indiana.
Indiana. Yeah, that's it.
Indiana. Indy boy. Indy!
So it would take hundreds for you.
Yeah.
All right. So last week I teed up a question, a topic for this week at the end so that you could think about it for the week.
I forgot it.
And the example was, since practice makes perfect,
Yeah.
if there's very well-known actors that are incredible at their craft,
Sure.
but they weren't given the opportunity to practice, do you think that they still would be the actors of today? So like the example I used was how shitty of an actor Keanu Reeves actually is. Like, yeah, I get it. He's been in some classic movies and stuff. Like, I won't take that away.
Sure.
However, if he started his career at a time where Facebook, Instagram, Twitter especially was available and you just had hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people flaming him, would
Okay.
he have ever gotten cast again?
I actually have a direct answer for this. And
What?
it's funny because unintentionally I've now been able to answer this because of something I watched yesterday.
Okay.
Do you know who Bo Burnham is?
Yes, I do. I know the name, but I can't really.
So Bo Burnham rose to fame through YouTube.
Yeah.
So he was an early adopter of YouTube back in like 2006.
Yeah.
And he used to make songs.
Yes.
And make funny songs.
Yeah, that's right.
Or he still does. So he did that. And at the time, like, the songs were funny, but there was like some not unintentional, but there was like, you know, some racist and like
Sure.
homophobic stuff in there. That
Was
by-
acceptable
by-
then,
right? But
not
by
now.
today's standards, isn't acceptable. So Bo Burnham ended up going on to becoming quite popular through YouTube, even though his early works weren't great. But as he gained trajectory and gained steam, he became quite big. And then Netflix signed him to like a 4 special deal.
Yes.
So he did one special in 2011. He did the next special in 2016. So during that, when he was making that special, he started having like severe panic attacks and depression and like just mentally completely shut down.
Yep.
So what I didn't realize is, because I feel like a lot of Bo Burnham content still gets circulated frequently because it's very funny. He disappeared.
Okay.
He went completely. Oh, he didn't perform anymore.
Yeah, it's true. I hadn't heard that name in a number of years
Since
until
2016,
recently.
the only thing he's done is wrote and directed a movie called Eighth Grade that was met with like huge critical acclaim. I didn't even know about the movie, but it was kind of like one of those indie films that the critics fucking love. So he didn't do anything because he couldn't perform on stage anymore through this like severe panic. So where I'm going with this, your question, can people survive in a social media age? So he was out there the whole time getting fucking blasted, right? When his content wasn't great, and then he kept working it and working it and working it until it was amazing. But now he just released a new special called Inside, and it is like, it could go down as one of the best pieces of artwork to encapsulate the last fucking weird year of our lives. And it's a fucking masterpiece. So even though he essentially hasn't been given the time to practice for the last 5 years, he has not been doing this performative style that rose him to fame for 5 years. He still came out and was fucking incredible.
But do you think that with his craft, that is a valid argument? Because he started it off on YouTube in front of nobody. So he was able to practice that in front of nobody.
Right. So you're
Whereas
saying whether people listen to him or not, it didn't matter. He could keep going.
Right. When it came to an actor,
right, you need to get roles.
You don't know if you're doing well if you're not getting a director telling you no.
Right.
You suck. That's why I'm saying, like, you look at any big actor,
yeah,
and very few of them make their debut and blow up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You have like your seldom ones like Johnny Depp and Tom Holland.
Some that are just naturally good.
Yeah.
Like, you fucking look at Gilbert Grape and look at Leonardo DiCaprio. He would have never gotten fucking Titanic based on that performance.
Right.
If there was social media available at the time,
Which is,
that just
that's
destroyed
so funny
him.
you said that one, because that was a huge one for Johnny Depp, was Gilbert Grape. His performance was so good in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was
Yeah, they're both in it.
they both are? Okay,
Yeah.
I was thinking I was mixing people up here.
No,
for a
no,
sec.
no. Johnny Depp's the older sibling to Leonardo DiCaprio in that
Right.
movie.
So I just think it's a fucked up thing that so many people were given chances strictly because things like social media didn't exist. Like I'll tell you now, like people like look at the cast of Friends.
Oh, they're horrible.
They fucking all suck. Jennifer Aniston's really the only one that had a good career after Friends and outside of Friends. Like, sure, yeah, I get a couple of them did stuff.
Did some
but
okay,
She's
but
the only
nothing
one that
massive.
like still maintained, like she still stayed on the A list, you know?
Oh, she's like an A+++ list.
Right. But she's not exactly a very good actor. She's just pretty.
So fucking hot.
Yeah, she's like an okay actor, but like that's about it. She'll never be a leading role in like a blockbuster movie.
No, she's certainly no, like, in terms of that like comedy rom-com genre,
Right.
like she's never going to be a Mila Kunis or what's the other, who am I trying to think of right now?
I don't know. Give me something that I can maybe figure it out.
She's in Frozen.
Kristen Bell?
Yeah. Good one. Yeah, you got that really fast.
I've never even seen Frozen. That's the funny thing.
Kristen Bell's fucking bomb, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's not going to be them because they're on a different stratosphere of talent than her.
That's exactly my point. And she had 10 fucking years of an episode every fucking week, like 20 episodes for like 10
practice.
years to practice and still never got it. But because, like, first of all, Friends, do you think that show would have actually been the huge success that it
Today?
was?
Never.
If it wasn't,
Never.
if it was for just simply the date and time, but Twitter existed.
No.
I don't think so either.
Or, man, even if YouTube or Netflix or anything else existed, if that show debuted on cable TV today, it'd be a fucking bust.
It's fucked up how, like, that's the same thing you could say for, like, Family Matters with Urkel.
Yeah.
Fresh Prince, I feel like probably still would have been able to.
Yeah.
It still would have been able to succeed. I'm pretty sure Will Smith in general would have succeeded still as an actor.
Yeah.
He still would have done fine.
Yeah, there's some shows that would still be massive, like Seinfeld,
I think Seinfeld
Curb Your
probably.
Enthusiasm,
Yeah, they probably would have anyway.
The Office.
Yeah.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine is a great example of a show that's kind of come out during this era, and it's still a massive fucking success.
Yeah.
But there's other shows like Friends. I don't know how well How I Met Your Mother would have done.
How I Met Your Mother would have failed. Tell you
Yeah.
that.
Because
Like look at when it ended.
The envelope of content is just being pushed so far now. What's really interesting to see, so right now there's a new TV show coming out. Fucking can't remember the name of it for the life of me at the moment. But it stars Denzel Washington and Rami Malek. Denzel Washington.
Should not need to be in a TV show anymore.
But that's the thing. We've gotten to this point with TV where you look at shows like Ozark. So Jason Bateman is it Jason Bateman or Paul Rudd in that?
Jason Bateman.
Jason Bateman. Like, he's a legitimate movie star.
Yeah.
But he did this movie, or this
You know
TV
what's fucked
show.
up? I get those two dudes mixed up a lot too.
Oh, dude,
And
all
I've
the
never
fucking
seen
time.
Ozark, so I might be
Dude, I
wrong.
feel like it's Paul Rudd.
Either way, it's fucked up that I also get those same two guys mixed up all the time.
But I think what it is for these really big actors and why these films are so, or these TV shows are so important to them
Retarded.
is they really get to flex their like acting muscle. Like how
Yes.
well they can develop a character.
Yeah.
Because developing a character over 2 hours isn't as impressive as the range you need to develop a character over fucking 5 seasons.
Right.
Right? Like the character needs to be way more fucking fleshed out.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm just tired of fucking seeing the same actors again and again and again and again. And it's like, I don't think that any of them are particularly good.
Well, and this is the thing. So this actors who are remaining solely in movies and not transitioning into TV and series roles are actors that are not good.
I agree. Because they don't have as long. First of all, it takes a lot longer to film a movie than it does a TV show. Like, you gotta fucking get moving here. Plus, TV shows are often in front of a live audience still. Like, there's
No, not like these drama series. Like
No.
the ones that
Those
big
definitely not.
movie stars go to.
Right.
Yeah, are like they definitely like they take months and months and months to film.
Yeah.
But yeah, the acting is much better. Like it's fucking nuts.
And the improv skills I find are better too.
Like there's no like when I'm watching an episode of Ozark, I really need to know now whether that's fucking Jason Bateman or Paul Rudd. They look so fucking similar. But when I'm watching an episode of Ozark, I'm so fucking it is Jason Bateman. I'm so bought into the character that like I believe that character like truly exists. But you can never tell me that you've ever watched a Fast and the Furious movie and thought Dominic Toretto was a real person.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Like when I watch some TV series or whatever,
Yeah.
if I can believe that everything's real, that's probably why I don't watch many movies. Because like,
Yeah.
if I can believe that something's real,
Yeah.
then it's like, okay, you sold me. Like you convinced me that you are this person.
Yes.
Whereas like movies, if like and another problem with movies too, I find they skip along too quickly sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like all of a sudden, oh, you're just here, or things that like raise eyebrows. Like like here's one example, in Happy Gilmore, the guy goes on the PGA tour. That's all over the fucking country, and he's
Yeah.
just like, oh, so it didn't mention
Like
anything.
time hopping.
Yeah, it didn't mention anything about the fact he just traveled from New Jersey to Portland this weekend. Like,
Yeah.
you know, there's things like that I question too much. Maybe that's my just looking
Where is
into
Happy's character from?
it. I think the Boston area, because Terry O'Reilly, the Tasmanian Devil, was his dad's favorite, and he always wore the Bruins jersey and
Right,
stuff.
right,
so.
right, yeah.
So I'm assuming somewhere in the fucking New
Massachusetts.
Hampshire or whatever, something like that. Well, this is where I think that's where Adam Sandler's from, is New Hampshire. So
Oh,
it's
is it?
probably based in that area.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But yeah, TV shows definitely give the opportunity to flesh out a character a lot more, and they're much more intriguing. And that's why, like, Keanu Reeves would not survive being the star of a television show.
Yeah. Fuck that guy.
Yeah. And there's very few people who can go back and forth and do it well. To say her name again, but like Kristen Bell and Mila Kunis. They can do both.
Kristen Bell did incredible as Veronica Mars.
And man, she has 3 really big TV shows because Veronica Mars, House of Lies,
Never heard of that one.
and The Good Place.
Yeah.
And she's incredible in all 3 of them.
And they're very different. That's the funny thing.
Yeah, but then she's also fucking great in Forgetting Sarah Marshall. She's fucking hilarious.
I don't remember it.
It's her, Jason Segel, and Mila Kunis. It's fucking,
Oh.
and Russell Brand and Jonah Hill.
Yeah, I think I've seen
Fucking
the movie, but I
great
just don't
movie.
remember it.
Yeah,
I'll let you choose the next topic here.
sure.
All right. You can either choose a celebrity whose webcam while they were on a private call got recorded and leaked.
Wait, like who I would like to?
No. So I have it here. We're just it's going to be another one of those like the dead raccoon on the table.
Okay.
But we don't got to both watch a video because this video does not require
Yeah,
any visual.
sure.
Audio is more than good enough for this.
Okay.
So it's a celebrity whose webcam, like video call, was being recorded,
Right.
and got leaked, or we can watch a video of an old man masturbating.
I'm gonna take the webcam call.
All right,
Are they one and the same?
so they are. So do you know who Ed Asner is?
No.
So he's a famous actor, and by famous I mean he's nowhere near an A-list. He's been in a ton of movies and TV shows since the 60s. He's played Santa Claus in his older years a ton of times in different things. In fact, I feel like, at least from me looking at his IMDb,
He looks like Mr. Magoo.
yeah, his most famous role, at least in my quick little scroll through, was probably the role of Santa Claus in the movie Elf with Will Ferrell. He played Santa Claus.
Okay,
He played
yeah.
Santa Claus's voice in all of the other reindeer. He's been in a bunch of things.
All of the other reindeer or Olive the other reindeer?
All of the other reindeer. He's the 10th one, isn't he?
Olive? Yeah.
Olive, yeah.
Yeah,
He's the 10th reindeer.
that's right.
Anyway, so Ed Asner, he's into dudes.
Okay.
And he was on a video call with a man named Mark.
Okay.
And this video got leaked somehow.
Right.
And it's quite frankly,
Well, no, I prefer to give it.
we
to
don't
you
need to
with my
watch the
mouth.
video because we don't really want to watch a guy jerk off.
I can see myself just
Just listen to him.
cuddling up to you and kissing you and holding you and caressing you and
Okay.
He's very
playing
sensual.
with your titties and
Oh!
sucking on them and
And yes, it's a he.
working my way down a little bit and just
Do you
caressing
think
you
he
all
knows?
over and
Oh, what's the gentleman's
just
name?
rubbing you.
The other guy's
and
name is Mark.
No. The pig.
Finally getting
Oh, Norm Somerton.
Do you think he knows Norm?
I don't
getting
know.
my mouth on you and
Oh.
man, I would just get on it and
Yeah.
I would
For context,
put your
he's sitting here
balls in my
shirtless.
mouth and
Oh.
cuddle them and
Cuddle.
I mean, just hold them and caress them. And after I put them out, I'm just gonna put them in my hand and hold them and suck and suck and suck and just make you yell and make you yearn and make you worm and
Okay.
make you just come and come.
So the worst
Wow.
part of this is you can't hear at some point this Mark person.
Yeah.
We learn his name at one point, by the way. At some point, Mark is talking back because they're on like a video call.
Sure.
But you can't hear Mark's voice or his comments at all. That's the only downside.
Did Mark record it and
And
leak it?
come and fill
don't
my
know.
mouth.
What a jerk.
and and right before you come, yeah, I'll
Oh.
swallow if I want to.
Okay.
If you want me to,
Yeah.
I have no problem swallowing. I'd stop for a minute and I'd put a big hickey on your inner thigh there and
Ooh.
just suck on that. and
That is
make it
sexual.
nice and red and let you remember me after I'm gone. And you just
This man's 91 years old.
Oh yeah.
turn over.
I
and-
don't
and
think
I
this
would
is an old video either.
play with your cheeks. I would rub your cheeks and
His butt cheeks.
maybe
Yes.
even massage your little hole and
Oh.
just play with you and just caress you and make you feel just the only man in my life. You're just it.
He's a
But
very
only
sweetheart.
right now. Yeah, he's a nice guy.
So Mark's talking to him. We don't know what he's saying now. That's the sad part.
Well, I'm going to be doing the same thing to you. And there's not going to be a part of you that I'm not going to enjoy.
So
Well, it's normal size.
he's
it's not
still
that
sitting
big.
there.
Oh, did he just ask him how big his dick
He-
was?
Well,
must have.
the one thing that I'm going to tell you is that the first time is going to be quick with me because it's been a long time.
Oh, this guy's breaking my heart.
Of course, yeah.
His titties are full out. Like
Nope.
I can see the video right now. I don't need
Nips
to
are
see
out.
it.
I just every once in a while, in fact, I guess about. Okay, you come. Let me see how much you come. Let me see all that come.
So the guy was
Let-
jerking
let
off
me see-
while
let me
this
see
guy was
how,
talking to him. The other dude, while Ed was talking to him.
How big a load I'm gonna swallow? Let's see how big a.
Oh, gentle Jesus.
Okay, well, you just let me have it right now. I need it. I need it right now. I need it. I need it right now.
What website is this on?
I need it right now.
Oh, he stood up. He's gonna pull.
okay?
He pulled his dick out now. He's jerking
Can you
off.
see this?
You can't see it yet. He takes a step back. Oh, there he is. This guy's got like a four
Do
and a
you
half
see
inch
his
dick.
dick?
Oh yeah, there he is jerking off.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay.
Santa's
Okay,
jerking
give
off.
it to me now. Give it to me now. Give it to me now. I need it. I need it. I need it. Give it to me.
Oh,
His
it
dick
to
is
me.
so small.
Come on, Mark. Don't be stingy. Don't be stingy. Come on. Come on. Don't be stingy. Don't be stingy. Don't be stingy.
dude, he's like stuck
I'm
in a
gonna put this
loop.
in your mouth, and you're gonna have to suck it dry. You're gonna just suck it dry, Mark. I know you. You got that beautiful mouth. You got that.
I want to
Good
know who Mark
sucking.
is.
Dude, I need the other half of this.
I
I know
know.
you.
Did
can do it.
Mark
I know
blow
you
a
can do it.
satisfying
I know I'm gonna
load?
be happy, and I know I'm gonna make you happy.
Oh, yeah.
There's gonna be enough of you for me, and enough of me for you.
How
I
old
know
do you
that.
think Mark is?
I'm hoping 90 as well.
Dude.
Come on, Mark.
Just two
Come
wrinkly
on.
old
Show me
fucks
that you
going
like
ham.
me. Show me that you like me.
Oh, no. He's
Give it to-
like begging
give it
for
to me, Mark.
affection.
Give it to me, Mark. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I can feel it. Mm.
This is the best
Oh,
part.
that's gonna be good. Oh, that's gonna be good. Oh, oh, oh. Damn. You bet I'm coming up in me.
Oh
You better believe I'm coming up in me.
Dude, Mark is such a dick.
He's done. He just pulled his pants up and he didn't put it anywhere. He just
You
like
are
let it
terrific.
land on like
Dude,
in
when
his
you're
shorts.
91, you
Bed.
probably just
That's all
blow
I can say.
dust.
Yeah, maybe.
Do you think I need to know the follow up to this
Yeah,
story?
go ahead.
Who-
I'm gonna put my shirt back on because I'm gonna have to be leaving in a few minutes.
he fucking fucked and chucked on a Zoom call.
But wait, okay, so I have multiple questions. First of all, obviously Mark recorded and leaked this.
Yes, I'm assuming he did. But so I
Next.
don't want to answer what part of the internet I was on when I found this.
Why?
Because I was fucking deep, man.
You were deep.
Oh yeah.
Do you use, because you find a lot of ridiculous videos.
Yeah.
What is your main source? Is it Reddit?
Sometimes Reddit. I like to look at Best Gore a lot too.
What's best gore?
Well, if you know what Gore is, this is the best website for it.
Oh, gentle. Jesus. Yeah, I mean, I want to know if Mark recorded it. Who is Mark? How old is he?
I don't
What does
know.
he look like? Did he give Ed a satisfying load?
The worst part is it's a 6.5 minute video. I only recorded 5.5 minutes of it
Yeah.
for this. And I gotta tell you, I watched the whole thing. Not to be into it, but just because like this is a fucking guy that's way past the twilight of his life, jerking off on camera
On the internet.
on the internet.
Man, like most old people can't figure out how to do a Zoom call.
And the funny thing is, like, you can see him jerking off, and because he's got a big old Santa Claus gut in front of him.
Yeah. Ho, ho, ho.
So he's not even moving a full wrist. We're talking like he's only like taking his index finger and his thumb and just moving it back and forth. Like that's all he has because he's actually got a pretty small dick. It must be 4.5 inches.
Got a little pecker on him.
Oh yeah, just a little pecker, and he came right to fucking. Well, he came right to coming.
Man, I mean, impressive for Ed on two fronts. The fact that he, was out there getting some web sex.
What a way to get outed, though.
And also, man, I'm still impressed by the fact he can work a Zoom call.
I don't know if it was Zoom. It was some sort of video call.
Or some kind of web service.
Yeah.
Dude, have you ever FaceTime with your mom?
Yes.
Like most people over the age of 50 struggle.
Oh, yeah.
There's thumbs over fucking lenses. They hold the phone like right up to their fucking face. Or they like do that weird thing where they hold it down and like look it down at it.
Yeah.
And they get the big fucking double chin and stuff and they're like all fucked up looking down at the phone.
You know what? I don't get
yell.
FaceTimers in public. Like fuck off and just answer a call.
Dude.
Just make a normal phone call.
There's two issues with people on a phone call in public. FaceTime in public is the biggest atrocity. But another bad one is speakerphone in public.
Oh, yeah. Fuck that.
Just walking around. And they walk around with like the phone held up horizontal to their face with the fucking mic close to their mouth. And they're just walking around. Like, yeah, that is those people. Fucking dipshits. Absolute and utter fucking dipshits.
Oh, I can't fucking handle them. Where would be your breaking point if your woman was into a fetish?
Shitting.
That would be the breaking point?
That is my guaranteed breaking point.
Okay. So
yeah.
if
other partners.
So if she's into poly or whatever?
Yeah. Oh, actually, this isn't really fair. This is kind of shitty on my part. If she wanted to fuck another dude, I wouldn't be down. If she
gave you a legitimate hall pass, you'd be like, okay.
Not even a hall pass. If she wanted to have another girl in the bedroom with us.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I have been in a situation where I had a threesome opportunity before.
And blew your chance.
And I, like, kind
blew
of
your chance,
intentionally shied away from it.
Yeah.
Because I didn't feel confident in the situation.
It's a lot of pressure.
Like I always say, man, I'm not... not that I'm not a confident person, but I don't have a big ego. I barely get the job done with one.
So if you were dating for a while, you've never really been to her place, and the first time you go over,
yeah,
but you're really into her,
sure,
and she has 1,000 dolls on the wall, would you fucking dip in a hurry or be like, what
level of commitment am I coming at with this relationship, and how good looking is she? Well, is she putting out that night?
She's pretty hot. You don't know if she's gonna put out that night because you've never been to her place. She's fucked you already, but only at your own place or whatever.
Out.
So if you walked in a room and all of a sudden there's like a ton of dolls there, like I mean when I say it, wall to fucking wall, ceiling to floor, porcelain fucking dolls or something crazy.
Yeah, I'm a head out.
Dip right away, even if she's like a rocket 10 out of 10.
Okay, so I actually have a funny story kind of like this. It's not exactly a fetish, but it's dipping on a girl immediately. So I'm going to tell a story about my brother. This is his story. Lucas, if I fuck it up, I try my best, but it's hilarious. So my brother's a very particular person. He's a very clean person. Like, he's clean like you're clean. And maybe even further than that.
Yeah.
Like,
doesn't take much.
Yeah, very, very clean human being. So he had been at the time, this was a couple of years ago now, seeing this girl for a little while, but she had roommates. So he lives alone. So she would come over to his house, obviously.
Yeah.
Or they'd like go out for supper or go on a date. And he hadn't been in her house at this point. So one night she's like, hey, why don't you pick up some sushi? Come over here, watch a movie and chill. My roommates are out. So he goes over. He walks in the door. She's like, put the sushi in the fridge and we'll have it in a little bit. He opens the fridge and the fridge stinks. There's like rotten vegetables. It's dirty. No. He puts the sushi in the fridge, closes the door, puts on his shoes and walks back out.
Really?
He's like, I'm gonna head out. Absolute fucking legend.
Yep. Good move. Smart.
Yeah. And so not quite a fetish, but definitely a situation of like, no. That's too much for me.
So
thank
dolls
you.
Are too much. Stinky fridge is too much.
Stinky fridge is a bad one.
Oh, man. Dude, every now and then when I get one, it fucking drives me nuts. And the worst part is, it's never
Sometimes
produce.
You can't find it.
Yeah, that's exactly it. I'm like, what the fuck is
Yeah.
doing this? Like sometimes it's something in a jar.
Yeah.
Let's say you fucking get some salsa.
Yeah.
And you only eat half of it. Do you know how quick salsa goes fucking bad when it's a half a jar? A
Oh.
sealed jar, yet still develops a ton of mold and smell. It's like, what the fuck?
Dude, and what's even more fucked is an unopened jar of salsa
Yeah.
can be in your cupboard for 10 million years.
Yep. It's fucking weird.
It is super
So
weird.
we pull the cord on dolls, stinky fridges. What if she was super hot and she's been with you a bunch of times, but then you finally go to her place and she's into like dressing up like a baby?
I'm ahead.
She has like a queen size crib,
Big time, I'm ahead
a
out.
bunch of diapers and stuff.
Big time, I'm ahead out.
What if at home she doesn't do anything but she wears diapers in public?
I'm ahead out.
You're dipping for that?
I'm ahead out.
What if she's into golden showers?
I give it a try. Like, I'm giving her one?
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
pissing
sure.
on her. Like not in the shower. Like she puts a bunch of towels down on the bed and she wants you to like
Oh, that's gross.
she wants to like sit up and you fucking kneel over and fucking
No, I'm not doing that.
That's what a real golden shower is, buddy.
No. In the shower or like in a way that's easily cleaned up. Like if she laid down some plastic sheets and got on the floor, like
Yep.
a laminate floor, let me piss on her. I could do it.
What if she's into like fucking super dominatrix to the point she has like a sex dungeon where there's like a sex swing. She has fucking ball gags and like leather attire, dresses up like Catwoman and shit. The fucking chains.
That kind of turns me on though.
Yeah, but
that
remember,
outfit's sexy.
But would it be an every time thing? Because that's what she needs to get off.
No, I can't do that. I don't want to be hit. I don't want to
Okay.
be hit with anything.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, there is no world.
What if she needs it to be hit? Like she wants to be the one being dominated. You're the dominator.
No, that's not
Oh, there's a cool name for us, the dominator.
Would that one be a no-go for you? Like a BDSM situation?
Yeah, because I wouldn't. I'm fucking lazy. I don't want to do the one. I don't want to get hit, and I'm too lazy to fucking go through the motions of that every time.
Yeah, and I also like I would definitely have a bit of like a fucking weird complex of
Yep.
striking another human with an object.
What if for her to get her rocks off, you gotta dress up, like almost like a role play, but a one-sided thing. Like she needs you to dress up like a fucking policeman or like a fucking like a prison
Fuck yeah!
escapee. Or
Dude!
what if she wants you to wear like her underwear and Lululemons and fucking wear like a bra and lipstick and a wig and shit.
No. But dressing up as like a sexy firefighter or a sexy cop, like putting on a fucking show,
Yeah.
that'd be super fun.
For how long could
Or like
you
a
keep that up though?
Yeah, but just think how many professions you can work through. Come in as the doctor,
The
be
plumber.
be the doctor, be like, I'm sorry to tell
You're
you.
thinking of like nice jobs. I'm thinking of greasy jobs.
Oh, plumber would be good too.
You come in dressed like Mike Holmes.
Pizza man,
The pizza man.
dude. The doctor would be the best one. Be like, you only have 3 months to live, unless you suck my cock for the cure. Dude, shit like that would be super fucking
Yeah,
fun.
you're right. It would be. Do you know
fucking
people
great.
at like
I
fucking
got a large pepperoni pizza, baby.
people at the Halloween store would be like, "Why the fuck is this guy here every week?"
Dude, I would. The pizza one would be the best. I would total do dick in a pizza.
You had to
box.
dress up like Frankenstein one day and just show up as like, "Oh, brains."
Dude. You're describing a perfect situation.
That does sound kind of fun,
That'd
huh?
be super entertaining. And then you kind of get to like scratch that itch of being a different person.
Yeah.
And like playing a character. Dude, I think I need to have a discussion with my wife.
What if she likes the fucking crazy dirty stuff? Like you have to pop your load on her face every time.
Okay.
All right. Travis sat up for this
I'm
one.
going to say this. A girl who wants you to blow a load on her face isn't the girl you take home to meet mom.
She has all of her dignity gone at that point.
100%. And listen, to any honeys that are out there and you like getting a load blown on your face, I ain't knocking you.
Is there
The
anyone
world
that actually
loves you.
likes it though? Or do they just do it because they think the dude likes it so much? There's no way someone's actually into it. Well, then again, you know what? Maybe there is.
Yeah, I'm sure there is. But I don't know. What I've also come to realize as well, when you first enter a relationship with a woman, they are far more sexually explorative than they are 12 months into the relationship. Once their shit is in your closet, they're like, yeah, fuck you, I'm boarding up shop, bitch. Like,
Yeah.
you're lucky if you get missionaries. Sit your fucking ass down. But that's kind of what it is. But yeah, that
So if they have any weird fetishes you're not into, like what if they just love fucking feeling latex, like balloons and stuff?
have I ever told you this story?
Apparently not. Let's go.
Dude, this one isn't going to go where you think it's going to go.
Okay. I
So-
like that. A little swerve.
I would have been like, I guess, 9 or 10, maybe 8 even, because my grandfather on my dad's side was still alive at the time. And so my grandfather on my dad's side, he was just like a cranky old man.
Yeah.
But he was really sweet to me and my brother and my cousin because those were his only grandchildren. And he would like do anything for us, but he never said a lot. Very, very quiet man. Like, yeah, just didn't have much to say. So when I used to go over to his and my nan's apartment to like hang out for the day, like once we went on our little adventure or did whatever, him and my nan would like hang out in the living room, the kitchen, and then he'd let me go watch cartoons in his bedroom with my brother.
Yeah.
But me and my brother went through this phase. I must have been like 10, because my brother would have been probably 5. Because I think he was there. And we watched a lot of like America's Most Wanted, Jerry Springer, Maury,
Yeah.
like all this
Trash
stuff.
TV.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because we started finding it like super interesting. And there was an episode of Jerry Springer on. I was chilling in my pop's room watching it. And the guy was like obsessed with rubbing latex balloons all over himself.
Okay.
The fact that you said that's fucked because it triggered that memory. And I just remember my grandfather, who was a man of very few words, just like walked in and like kind of walked and looked at the TV. He was like, the whole world's fucking retarded. And that was it. Never said another word, didn't say turn it off, didn't say anything. Just simply commented that exact thing about
Holy
that
fuck.
fucking guy. But yeah, and so no, latex balloons, if she was into that, that'd be fucking weird. I'd be like, I just think of my pop and how disapproving my pop would be of that situation.
Okay. So stuffed animals,
No,
no?
no.
Like every fucking girl has a couple of stuffed animals that they just have.
Sure, a couple's fine.
Where's the limit? 3?
Yeah.
That they're in the
100%.
bed. Like they got to be in the bed at night
Oh,
too.
no, 0 is the fucking answer.
Okay.
If they got to be in, 0 is the answer. If a girl has like a cute stuffed animal up on a shelf, sure. You have 3.
Three of them?
Fine.
3's fine on the shelf.
Maybe it's like a Pikachu and like a shit emoji.
5 on the shelf.
No, 3.
3's the limit.
3's max.
Yeah, so if she got a 4th My Little Pony stuffed animal, you're
Time
dipping.
to go.
Okay.
Yeah, man, you got to check that shit. Yeah.
What if she was smoking hot, but she liked to act like a child? And I know I said
No.
that. So
No.
no diapers, no fucking big
No.
crib, but she just likes to play with toys and she likes
No.
to be like she likes to call you daddy sort of thing.
No.
But like in a like pigtails kind of daddy. way.
Incorrect, sir.
No, eh?
Dude, that shit.
How
The
would you
whole-
like pull the eject cord immediately?
Immediately.
Or would you like, all right, let's fuck around with this for a few minutes, you know?
Negative.
No, eh?
The whole schoolgirl thing, I've never understood.
Okay.
Like, I understood the attractiveness of the outfit because of like the thigh highs
Yeah.
and the short skirt. Like, I get it in that sense, but like the idea of like fucking a young girl in school is fucked.
You know what sort of sucks? So like what if you could just make child porn? Like hold on, not like I'm thinking to sell to the fucking pervs that are into child porn. But the problem is you got to get two
Everywhere
kids.
you're going is so wrong right
No,
now.
because then there'd be so much less children being violated if there was an outlet for it. But it's just you
that because it's sexually exploitative. That is
and you
wrong.
got to get the kids to do the acting
100%.
too.
It's
Yeah.
categorically wrong.
What if you had those kids like, you know those adult kids that are gonna have that fight, like those Russian kids, whatever?
They're not kids. They're 18.
That's what I mean. They're 18. They're adults, but they still look like kids. What if you get like some of them to
dude,
act these
I'm
scenes
telling
out?
you, there is lots of times when like anybody, I watch pornography. There are lots of times though when you're looking at porn and it's like, just turned 18, double
Yep.
fucked in the butthole. And it's like, you look at the girl and it's like, it is highly sus.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You're like, I don't know if she's 18.
Dude, whenever I'm not entirely sure that they're like definitely over 18, like when I like
Yeah.
it could be 19 or 20, but they could also be 16.
Yeah.
I get freaked out to the point I straight turn it off.
Yeah.
Just in case there's like some phishing cookie or whatever on that
100%.
video and the fucking FBI knocks. I'm like, nah, I don't really want to. Like, I got a double.
Dude, I'm telling you, the best porn that exists on the internet, and, you know, judge me how you will, is like handycam porn. Like
Yep.
a clearly grown man and woman, like a loving couple, throwing down. Because when you're watching that, like when you're watching fucking Sasha Grey get fucking terminated, you're just like, that is fucked.
You
That
ever
seems
seen
like a
Pamela Anderson
highly-
and Tommy Lee? You ever see that on the
I
boat?
feel like that's a shit porno.
From the boat? That's classic though.
But that's also like Kim K and Ray J. Like, that's not a good porn.
No, that one sucked. She just had a big butt. But like that fucking Tommy on the boat, man, that was fucking classic
I never
porn.
watched it. I'll have to look that up.
Dude, that was classic.
Yeah.
Fucking 90s porn, man.
Oh, dude, do you ever like? I remember when I first found like some of my dad's porno VHSs. Dude, watching that shit back then, like how acted it was,
Yep.
was fucked. Like
Yeah.
it was so funny when it'd be like, "Yo, your husband's."
I
out
feel
to
so
work,
bad
is
for
he?"
like adults. Like we're adults, but like we're not really, you know. I
Yeah.
feel so bad for adults and how they had to get their jollies off watching porn because like they had to deal with plots and storylines and fucking renting tapes from the store behind the beads and
Dude,
shit,
it's
you know.
literally at the point on Pornhub where they have time markers
Yeah.
of like a change in position or whatever.
And you can see like the popularity meter at the bottom. For
Yeah.
so you can see, okay, well, it's fucking spiking here. A lot of action starts going down. So
Yeah.
you can just like skip through it.
This is the load blow area.
Yeah, and it's just there's straight porn immediately. Like it's straight the good stuff can happen immediately. Whereas back in the day, man, there used to have to do these plots and camera angles and some scripts and
But
fucking
at the same time, was there anything more exciting than watching an episode of Red Shoe Diaries for 15 minutes, getting super in the story, just waiting for a tit, and then all of a sudden you realize the sex scene has begun, but now you're emotionally invested and you forget to jerk off? Was there anything more exciting than that?
dude, that's the fucking worst.
Dude, or when you'd be watching Red Shoe Diaries and then like middle of the sex scene it would go to commercial and then it would come back and the sex scene would always be over. It's the
Oh,
fucking
dude,
worst.
it's the worst. I feel bad, man. So picture some guy that is in fucking prison for life.
yeah.
And because he committed a double homicide in 1986.
Oh, no
He-
porn and he's never getting
he's
laid again.
never gotten to see like good porn.
Yeah.
Like the only porn he watched would have ever seen up to that point was like fucking huge bushes and like bad quality.
Yeah.
And like fucking the tapes probably didn't barely work.
Yeah, but dude, he's never getting laid again.
That's what I mean.
fucking
If
worst.
he get that one pen pal or whatever that falls in love with him and gets a conjugal visit out of it, he's not gonna know what the fuck to do. And I'm sure he'd blow even if he jerked off right before.
Oh, you're fucked.
He'd probably still fucking blow immediately.
Dude, 100%. If there was ever a situation where I was going to jail, I would fucking hang myself before I got in there.
How long?
1,000,000%.
What if it was only like a 10-year sentence?
Dead.
You'd hang yourself if you knew you had to spend 10 years?
Anything over 30 days, I'd
Really?
kill myself.
No shit.
Dude, I would never, ever survive mentally in that arena.
No?
Never.
I don't know where my limit would be. The thing is, I don't think I'd hang myself if it was one of those like deferred
Or
sentences
blow
or
my
whatever.
brains out. Whatever.
Yeah.
Fucking kill myself.
You know those. You know sometimes people get convicted, but then it's like sentencing will be in 30 days, and sometimes you have to turn yourself in by a certain date. Like non-violent crimes don't generally work that way, but
Yeah.
like fraud things and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Sometimes work out. I would fucking like tax evasion. You're like, okay, you got to go to jail for 60 days starting on the 15th or whatever.
Yeah.
Like I would probably fucking. I don't know what my limit would be. I'm willing to bet like anything over like 5 years.
Yeah, and there's some people who got to go to jail for like the weekend.
Yeah. I knew someone that had to do 90 days, but they only had to do like
Weekends.
They had to show up at Friday night by like 4 p.m. or whatever.
Yeah.
And they got out Monday at like 7. It sucked. He had
Or Sunday at 7. Or Monday morning.
at
So
7.
you go to work and everything.
Yeah. So I knew a guy that had to do that, and like he just carried about a normal life. He just was never there at the parties and the weekends.
He was in prison.
Yeah. It's the only thing with that is they look like the cops and all that. They'll look for any reason to fuck you.
Yeah.
So like you have to be there at 4 o'clock. Let's say you show up at 3:55.
Yeah.
They'll just be like, yeah, just one moment. I'm just going, the receptionist or whatever
Yeah.
will just disappear. Like, because the receptionist is also a cop.
Yeah.
They'll just fucking disappear. And then it's a 401. Oh, you're late now.
In jail, bitch.
Yeah. So they
Well-
won't bring you to like the jail. They'll bring you to the holding cells. So holding cells don't have mattresses. They don't
Yeah.
have food. They don't have like a bunch of pillows and like blankets and stuff.
People have to do weekend sentences. A lot of that is like drunk drivers,
Yeah.
Uh,
Woman beaters and shit.
that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's called a suspended sentence.
Well, like alcohol related offenses is usually a big thing because I guess that's their way of kind of delaying it, but not completely removing you from society and fucking you over entirely.
yeah, exactly.
Because those guys who get removed for years are fucked when they come out.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it doesn't fucking help at all. No, but they look for any reason they can to make you have to stay in the holding cell instead.
Yeah.
And that's like that's where you will fucking go nuts because there's nothing you can't sit comfortably. You're literally on cement.
Yeah.
Like that's what you got to sit on.
Yeah.
You don't get a pillow and a blanket. You don't get fucking a meal.
Yeah.
You don't get like the community TV. There's no interaction because you're all alone.
Yeah.
It's fucking yeah. That's where you don't want to be. You want to be in like a normal jail.
Yeah.
Prison probably not that fun. Holding cells not that fun. But jail, it's kind of like summer camp. You guys you fucking get yard time. You get to play. You're fucking free range unless you're like a pedo or a chomo or whatever. Then you fucking then you're fucked because they will like they'll find out the other prisoners will find out what you did
Yeah.
even if you don't tell them.
Yeah.
If you don't tell them, you don't tell no one. Eventually, like they all have a guard that'll be like, yeah, here's his papers.
He's a molester.
Yeah, exactly.
Then
So
you're fucked.
you're fucked, man. You'd be completely fucked.
Literally.
Nah, they're not gonna rape you. They'll just beat the shit out of you.
Repeatedly.
Maybe, or they'll just kill you.
Yeah.
Usually, you got to go straight to PC or whatever.
What's that?
Protective custody, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you don't get to go into general
Well,
population.
this episode took a dark turn.
Yeah, there's been another wild and wonderful episode. Whoa.
Fights.
Dude,
So excited.
we listened to a guy jerk off today.
This show has taken some odd turns.
Retarded.
Anyway,
This has been the entirety of this episode.
yeah, you can find us on Instagram at Dudes Talking Shit. You can find Ryan on Instagram at Drunk Ryan and Travis on Instagram at
TFan23.
Send them your dick pics.
Later, shitheads.